It's crime, it's through the sex such a witch.
Because this is like...
This is gold. We're missing...
Oh, no.
Hello.
I've told you I've shaved and you've got a
shaved
sweaty crack.
Me. Oh, God. They don't need to know that.
They can know it. Oh, we went a bit like jittery then. Am I jittery or are you jittery?
No, you're fine. Hello
Okay.
from the other side.
This is us trying to do something we've never done before. Right.
This is really weird.
So hello.
Right, so-
Let's do it.
Hi.
Hi. We're finally
We're actually
doing
doing
it.
this.
We've promised so much. We've got
41
followers and we've not done anything yet. So we thought we better do something. So this is such a witch. Yeah. So yeah, thank you. If you've decided to join us on this journey of us not really knowing what we're doing, we're trying. We don't. But we're just gonna take you with us. We're gonna try and figure it out because why not? You've got to start somewhere, haven't we, Bab?
Well, like you said, it was other people are doing it, so why can't we do it?
Why can't we do it?
Talk a lot every day.
Oh,
we
you've got-
literally talk every day.
Am I jittery? You're like blurry.
No.
Don't do this to me. Let's just carry
you're
on.
Fine.
It might just be. It might record just fine.
Should we? Because we haven't actually. Because we've been so awkward with the starting of it, we haven't actually said our names.
Oh, okay, that might help. Do you want me to? Shall we? Let's say who we are. What's your name? Where'd you come from? Like Scylla would do.
Where'd you come from?
So, do you want me to go? Do you want me to go to talk about me?
You go first. Yeah, you go first.
So, I'm Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
Thank you. I'm 36. I'm a millennial. I'm a Sagittarian. I'm also a mother of 2 girls. I'm also a wife to my husband Matthew. And I'm a nurse. And that's where I met you 14 long years ago. Yeah. So basically I've forced you to do this with me. I messaged you and I was like, right, we're doing a podcast. It's called this. It's happening. And that's because...
I say?
And you went, that's fantastic. That sounds like a great idea. Let's do it.
Put me on.
You were like, 100%. And that's because I love everything fantasy. I'm in my Harry Potter office at the moment. And I've done that since I was a wee child. And this was my dream. And I did it. Matt had no say. It's my Harry Potter office now. What were you going to say? I feel like you were going to say something.
I was going to throw in what... So I know you love Harry Potter.
100%.
What is it about Harry Potter that is your Roman Empire?
Maybe it's like the nostalgia, 100%, and the escapism. I feel very much of that. But it's not just Harry Potter. Like, I love all sorts of stuff that's like weird and wonderful. Like, even as a child, I loved the Addams Family. Wednesday Addams was like my hero. Yeah. And I've said to you before, I used to like go to bed at night. My mum used to say I used to like go good night, and then I'd lie like that in my bed.
I love that song. I think it's the best. Just a picture of you just laying
She's
there.
my spirit animal because she's she just doesn't give a shit, and that's just how you should be.
Yeah.
So, and then I used to watch films when I was young. We'd watch films that we shouldn't have been watching when we were kids, and I remember watching Blair Witch Project, and it scared the shit out of me. And I genuinely believed that this was real. And hang on that thought, my kids have come home. Sorry, I will just go off on a tangent. My kids have come home from school after some crafting with these.
Oh my God!
In the Blair Witch Project are these? Sorry, podcast people, you obviously don't know what it is, but it's 2 twigs put together in like a cross because they go to a Church of England school, wrapped in twine. I said, what are these? I said, are they going to be like hanging from trees? Am I going to find a witch in my shed or something? What the hell is that?
Love that. That is equally both amazing and horrifying.
It's horrifying, isn't it? I was like, what the...
You
and they were like,
what stage?
They were like, what's Blair Witch Project? They didn't even know what it was. I was like, never mind.
Well, sit down and watch this film, and then you will think otherwise. You'll just see them like throw them out the door. Like
they've watched things that they probably shouldn't have, but my kids are pretty hardy. But I don't think I'd let them watch that because it's a bit creepy.
Well, then, Willa's the same. She likes all that kind of. She's going to be like me. I think she's going to be like a witchy.
We've really got into like me and Ava have really at the minute got into like watching paranormal investigations on YouTube. So Sam and Colby are our favourites at the moment. Hence, we bought some merch, and my wallet wasn't happy about it but she was. It looks great, but not many people buy their 10-year-old a hoodie with a Ouija board and the devil in the background. But clearly, I'm one of those. So we watched that. That doesn't scare her. She'll go straight to bed afterwards. So she's definitely my kid. But then, I love things like Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, anything about Vikings or history. I'm a massive history slut. Like, I'm totally anything. History AI on YouTube, you need to start watching it because it's fantastic. I've learned so much.
Where they kind of, they do like a recreation of the...
It looks spot on. Watch the one about London Bridge. Yeah, the London Bridge. It's an actual town. It's a town.
Yeah, it was like a whole kind of street or village on a bridge. It was, for the time.
And then they were amazing. Like, this isn't structurally safe. Let's maybe take it down. But
maybe let's not put so many heads up above.
Yeah, I mean, they had to set an example, didn't they, I suppose?
Got it.
And then, as you can see on my stuff behind, I'm a bit of a Halloween queen. Love it. Even if it's like slightly autumnal, I'll go for that. Cozy autumnal. Or really gross. I'm there. It's right up my street. I will decorate the house. I've got all the bits every year. Get all the kids come into the door. I'm like, I've not got enough sweets. But we do it, and it's great. So...
You also grow your own pumpkins.
Oh, I'm a gardener now, apparently. I'm growing all sorts. But I did grow my own pumpkins last year. And do you know what, Nat? Exciting times. I saved those seeds. And the pumpkin is actually growing from the seeds from the pumpkin that I grew. Who am I?
You're going to have to kind of carve in our...
Yes. I will try, Amy.
I have a reserve pumpkin to... Lindsay's Pumpkin Emporium.
Oh, I was about to say, where are you going? Where are your reserve pumpkins? I definitely need to grow. I need to grow some more then. Best plant some more seeds then.
Those pumpkins.
So, yeah, that's basically me. I was just like, we need to learn more about this. We need to chat about this because we talk about this stuff all the time. There's places we want to go. There's things we want to see. We will try. Look, we're going to expand. We're going to try and go to these places. And we'll record some stuff, probably watch me soil myself because actually the reality of being there will probably be scarier than I think it's going to be. But, I mean, you'll be with me and, you'll be able to help me out. Lucky you.
Disclaimer, just so everyone's listening, and you are my witness, I am not going to wipe her ass if she does soil herself.
I thought you were my friend.
I'm going to leave her in the indignity that she just got herself into. I am not, those are not our days anymore. We are not clinical
Best pack
anymore.
Spare. Pair of Nixon.
Fantastic.
Anyway, on that note, what about you? Talk about yourself.
Oh, me? Little old me? Well, hang on. I get a dry mouth. I've got a dry mouth.
Have a drink then, Bab. Oh, she's got a spooky mug.
I've got a spooky mug.
Show your mug. Just get your mug out.
Get your mugs out for the lads.
I've got that mug too. Oh my god, we're so the same.
We're so insane. That's because...
Was it TK Maxx or Home Sense?
Home Sense, obviously. That's because every kind of Halloween season we converse and show each other what we bought, and
because we have to add to the mug collection. Apparently, I have too many, but I don't think that's even a thing.
I've had the same conversation, and
they're just so negative. Why are they trying to ruin our lives? They just need to shush.
Let's have the mugs. Mug for every day. A different mug for every day.
But mine's spooky. Spooky mugs. And I haven't got my mug because I got a Count Dogula mug and I watched Dracula last night. Should have used that, but I've had my quota of caffeine today. Go on, you go. I'm distracting you.
We can discuss that. So I'm Natalie. I'm 36. I'm also a mum. I'm a partner his name's also Matt, which is weird.
Confusing.
Very confusing.
Matt 1, Matt 2.
Very tongue turn around. So I have a little girl called Willow, obviously the witchy name, Willow. I met Lindsay 14 years ago when we both started on the same ward. We've literally followed each other around our whole professional lives and now personal lives. We're just there with each other.
I just follow you.
Well, I don't mind it. You can't harm Bob. So I guess my entry point into everything spooky is a bit different. So I think I've always known I was into some stuff that would be seen as weird or nerdy in school. So I used to, I'm a constant avid reader from when I was little, and I used to love the Goosebumps books. Um, all of them, wanted them all, read them all. Yeah, they are amazing. Like my favourite to this day is The Haunted Mask. Freaked me out beyond repair.
You
But
should
then
do
it
a
kind of
book
got
review
into,
on that.
I will do. I might. I was thinking about kind of
Yeah.
rereading them. I mean,
Classics.
that literature is different to the literature we kind of read now. Let's be
I
honest.
mean, yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, but it's. I think there's still solid stories, and there's still, I think, a lot of like a basis for a lot of the stories that I've come through to kind of modern day life, if anything. So then they kind of delved into the TV show, you know, the
Oh,
like
yeah.
I still
The music.
I just love it. It's just great. Every single time like I hear it.
But that's the nostalgia too.
Exactly.
It's the
And
nostalgia.
these kind of shows aren't around, like The Worst Witch. Remember watching The Worst Witch?
Do you
Incredible.
remember the Queen's Nose as well? That was weird.
That freaked me out. I'm not
And the
gonna lie.
Demon Headmaster.
See, I've kind of like the mom look. I feel is inspired by the Demon Headmaster, because that guy only had to look at you and you'd be like,
He got it down.
You did get it down.
Maybe
You
we
don't
should
have the
do
eyes.
a review of like 90s scary kids programs.
Love that.
We
Zap.
should do that. Write it down.
Zap is that as well.
Zap,
Write it
yeah.
down. Write it down.
Zap. Who
Speaking to nobody.
was I talking to? Somebody else said, "Oh, I love that program." I'm like, it is weird. What on earth?
Yeah,
It was. I mean, I imagine if anyone's listening from America, well, I mean, they might not be, but if they are, they probably don't know what we're talking about. We will share this information on our Instagram and TikTok or something, because so you know what we're talking about.
Come with us
That
on a
was
nostalgic
weird.
journey. It was.
shall share.
It like salad fingers and stuff like that. Do you
Oh
remember
my god, salad!
fingers?
Yeah, I
I
like.
like
What's it?
rusty
I like greasy
spoons.
spoons. Is that it?
Rusty spoons.
Rusty spoon. Sorry, a greasy
Get
spoon is a. Isn't it something like a diner? Greasy spoon. Yeah.
Americans there.
Anyway, continue.
Movies and stuff. So, Hocus Pocus is my. I think Hocus Pocus is my forever film, because I just remember being a kid and playing with my dolls and taking my dolls to the movies that I made in my bedroom, and we were watching a scary film, and the scary film was Hocus Pocus, purely because Billy the zombie was terrifying, and he was the sweetheart, and we love Billy forever. You know, essentially it is 3 grown women killing kids, so
yeah, sucking their souls.
But
You could say that about Harry Potter and the Dementors sucking souls. Like,
Maybe.
what are they doing to these children?
I mean, one of the things I think we should definitely delve into is not just this, but obviously like with other films, but like Disney have a very dark underscore, don't they? Like a lot of the films from Disney are, in essence, pretty fucked up. They're
like all the parents are dead.
What's with all the grown women killing kids?
And they're all orphans.
Yeah, they're all orphans. The stepmothers are trying to kill them. Like, it's just, it's dark. So I think, you know, another episode for another time.
Okay.
But I think all those kind of like undertones of the movies just stuck with me. And then I got into my emo phase, loved heavy metal and rock. And then I started going into like more kind of intense horror films, like, you know, Blair Witch, The Exorcist, and things like that. But then, you know, earlier on in my life, I kind of had a horrendous experience with It and Tim Curry, and that's forever kind of made me terrified of clowns. So,
oh yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah,
if I ever see a clown, I always send a picture to Nat. I don't know whether that's cruel or funny, but I think it's funny. But you've got like clearly some childhood PTSD going on there, and I'm just completely exploiting that.
So that's great. I can't wait to do this podcast with you. Horrible woman. So yeah, I think like you, history as well. The Tudors. I'm a slut for the Tudors, like Henry VIII. Who are you?
What a absolute swine.
Leave my head where it is, Henry. You know. But I love really horrendous stuff. So the world is very secretive. It's vast. We don't know a lot about it, but what we do know sometimes is really horrifying, and I love it. Like, I like the fact that I kind of look at the history of everything and go, oh, how was that? How was he tortured? How was he executed?
Oh my God,
Like
yeah, and
I'm
you
just,
Google it, you have to know, how did they die? I do that.
and you go down like a massive rabbit
Mm.
hole, and like I want why Henry VIII did you boil or cook alive for thinking he was poisoning you? Like a massive vat of oil, and you decided to kill him by boiling him alive. Like why?
He
I like
just
the
wasn't a
why.
very nice dude, was he?
He had issues.
He had some
Yeah.
issues. He needed some therapy. I don't
He
think they did
needed
it back then.
no, and I think it's just well that we'll get on to the Tudors. Like
We
we
should
keep going.
totally. We've got write it down. Write it down. We're
Write
going
it
to talk
down.
about that.
Write it down. There's just a lot we're going to talk about because these things have really made us the spooky bitches that we are today.
Yeah, and we kind of just laugh at our own trauma because we're a bit weird like that, aren't we? We're like,
Well,
are you on
I
antidepressants?
think
Yeah, me too.
yeah, I love it. What days do you want, babes? Yeah, look. Everything is going to be with a trigger warning. Like,
Oh yeah.
if it's not for you, it's not for you. We're quite open with our experiences with mental health. Like, we've had to be. We were nurses for a long time, and
I think
it
though that
ruined
makes
us.
it the nurse thing definitely the filter is gone because we had the darkest humour to just get through whatever we were getting through. Like we worked all through COVID and things were shit and we just had to like have some dark humour to just get us through because it was horrific. So
Yes, it was.
that's just how it's moulded into our personalities. It's just being a bit morbid. Yeah.
If you know a nurse, I guarantee you, anyone listening to this, if you know a nurse, they're going to be the driest person ever, but they're also kind of really funny with it. So you can't take anything a nurse says to heart or seriously because they are literally just that's their coping mechanism. And we have dealt with some horrendous stuff. We're not really going to go into too much clinical wise.
No.
That's not our bag. But maybe spooky things that have happened to us on the ward or
On a night shift.
death. Oh, no, thank you. Don't miss those days. But yeah, that is us.
Yeah.
Welcome.
And I'm excited. I really want to like learn new stuff. I'm quite open. There's some things that I'm like, oh, I don't know. But I think we would be silly. I've always said this to the kids. I think you'd be silly to just say that something doesn't exist because we'd never know. Like space freaks me out. I can't comprehend it. It's too big. There's things out there and things that exist that I don't understand. And I just think, if that exists, who are we to say that things here don't exist? Like the whole ghost thing, like I don't think it's like a spooky white thing, like going, ooh, but that things might exist. Like dogs and animals, whatever, can see things that we can't and hear things. So just because we can't hear or see or touch and feel things doesn't mean that it's not there. So I think we just have to be open and try and get as much, the facts and try and make an informed decision from there. But I tend to just be quite open and think these things might exist. And I think that's probably why I would like to go on a little investigation, because if I felt like I could see some evidence myself, I would feel more satisfied. Because my husband Matt's like, no, it's a load of bollocks. But I think he's just being a bloke and they don't like to admit that they're like, science. And I'm like, yeah, but science is weird too. So
science is very weird. I mean, thank God for science. And look, it's kind of like, this is just going to be what we think, our opinions. We're not here to kind of force our opinions on you. It's just a general chat. And I don't think anything would be interesting if everyone agreed, would it really? Like,
absolutely.
And there's definitely some things that we don't agree on.
Yeah,
like,
probably.
I'm a bit of a skeptic.
You're more of a skeptic than I am. Yeah, I think so.
A little bit. Like when we get into further in the pod and we talk about ghosts and things like that, I'll talk about an experience I had in the ward and I can't explain it.
Yeah.
But
or like mediums, like can they? What is that?
Yeah.
Because there's some that you're like, I think you're just having people over, and then there's some that you're like, well, how would they know? So I don't know. I don't know how they do it, but that's perhaps something that we could look into.
Did you ever watch Phoenix Nights?
I don't know if I did. I've seen
Have you ever kind
episodes.
of seen the episode where they get the medium on Phoenix
No,
Nights
no,
and he
please
goes
tell.
he goes up to this bloke, oh you frozen, oh no you're
See,
back. Yeah. He goes up to this bloke and he goes into the crowd and it's this big burly bloke and he goes up to him and he goes, I'm getting the word nonce. And this guy is just, how can you know? Yeah, I'm going to send you that clip on YouTube.
please do.
That's the kind of, medium I like. But, we're
They might
open.
have been, they might have been right. You don't know.
Yeah.
They might have been spot on.
They might have been right. But, we're open to interpretation and we're not here to
Sway.
dictate to you.
I mean, think what you think.
Yeah,
it is what
exactly.
it is. But there's so many things. Shall we? If people want to comment what things they'd like us to cover, but there are many things that we would like to look into, that I would like to, delve deeper.
What? I'm gonna ask you I'm gonna ask you a question. What is the case that you are most interested in getting into?
Oh, I don't know. You mean as in like true crime, or do you mean like
anything that's kind of true crime based, or anything that you're
Appalachia? I don't even know how to say it.
Oh, yeah.
Appalachia. I can't say it. What can I say it? Mountains in America.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I want to know more about this because where all these stories come from? Are they just like spooky ghost stories that they're just trying to, instill fear into everybody, or is there something in it?
Mildly terrifying stuff.
It is.
Like if you watch the TikToks and they're just like, you can't look out the window or something. You can't.
Yeah, the TikToks are mad at the minute, aren't they? For that, I don't know why it's a thing at the minute. But I would like. Is there anything that you're sort of eager to know more about, or?
I think genuinely, like overall, trying to learn more about folklore and legend kind of stuff. Like I'm not massively versed on a lot of the legends and stuff. So there's stuff like Mothman and Slender Man and all that kind of stuff that I think would be really interesting to get into. I'm massively excited to get into true crime because true crime is like
that's your thing. And see, these are the things that I want to know about. I want to learn about the new things that I've never even heard of. I mean, I love a murder documentary. I mean, God knows what Netflix must think. It's like the things that we're watching is like, and then we Google the images. We're like the Ed Gein. We're like that. Google. We're like, skin lamp. Let's see what that looked like. Like, why?
Where can I buy the skin lamp?
Yeah, I would like one. It would fit perfectly into my decor.
Do you? I mean, this is a true test of how dark you are. Do you Google autopsy reports?
Yeah. Yes, I would like to go and watch an autopsy, but I think that's maybe the nursiness of me. So me and Ava as well, because I apparently like to traumatise my child. We watched an episode of this guy. He was I think this was on YouTube. It must have been a documentary a while ago, but this guy had terminal cancer, and there was an advert out for somebody to donate their body, go through the process of how they mummified the bodies in Egypt, because they were like trying to figure out how they did it. So we watched this. Have you seen it? And he was put in this like tank for like so many days with like certain salts and whatever. And I find stuff like that fascinating. How would they know? How would they know how to do that all those years ago?
I know, it's quite remarkable, isn't it? And they're so well preserved as well.
Yeah.
Like you go into the British History Museum, sometimes they're in there, and you're like, how are you like still?
That's what I'd want to go and look at.
Thousands of years old.
We need to go to that place in Gloucester that's got that weird. Is it a museum that you were talking about?
Jail.
Yes, let's go. That could be one of the places that we go to.
We drove past it a couple of times, and it's kind of, it looks really eerie on the outside because it's massive. Obviously, it was a prison, so it's got a massive wall on the outside of it. But it just obviously we had a discussion about this. Like, if anyone hasn't watched Dark Tourist on Netflix, if you're into this kind of stuff, go watch it. It's just.
We loved it. I wish there was like more seasons, because there's just one, wasn't there?
There was one season and it was only like 8 episodes or something.
Let's start a petition. Say, get back out there. We want more.
I think he's been asked before about doing it again, but you know, it'd be really good if someone, or just someone else did something like that. Or
We
maybe
can do it. Let's go.
We can do it.
Let's talk
Let's
to
go.
Netflix. Say we volunteer.
Let's go. But I'm not. One thing I don't know about you. I didn't like the Jeffrey Dahmer tour.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did you see that
I
one?
can't remember. But I
They were
mean,
just like,
I've seen videos on his before, but like, you know, his like where he did all these murders, like, doesn't even exist anymore, does it? It's been knocked down.
no, it's been knocked down. But they
I mean,
were
rightly
going
so.
around on this tour about like the old chocolate factory where he worked and the bars where he just picked his victims up from.
Yeah.
Like, but there was just women talking about being in love with him and all this stuff, and it's a bit much.
But it's like, what's his name? What's his name?
Who's his name? Ted Bundy.
Yes, that's. They all fancied him, didn't they?
Fuck you, Ted Bundy. I've said
They
it.
did.
I've said it to all of you. Ladies and gents, please do not send these awful people any love letters or fan mail. They are terrible people, probably a lot going on mentally, but they do not
100%.
deserve your love. Okay?
I can change him. No, you can't, honey. You can't. He's a psychopath.
He'll wear your skull as a cap, like pack it in.
And then he'll get a new girlfriend. Just move on. Pick the nice, quiet one. They won't try and kill you.
We pick the white ones.
Yeah. But then he has to put it. He's perhaps full of regret. He has to put up with my shit.
It's vice versa.
Yeah.
It's vice versa. It's a marriage.
It's a marriage. It's 2 ways. I also want to learn about some of the stuff that's going on around near us, because I feel like I'm perhaps a bit sort of naive to the things that go on in the areas that we live. So I'd like to know about some of the spooky stuff, maybe some of the crimes that go on, and we're like, oh, okay. Because, you know, we live, it's not a big city, and I think stuff goes down. So I'd like to go and visit maybe in the Midlands and see, you know, visit some places and see what's going on, do some investigations, delve deep.
Fred and Rose West are up there because they're just
wrong end.
Wow, it's quite fascinating in a weird way.
Did you see that thing as well about him, that he just went and showed them where he buried them? Do you know what I mean? He was just and this is where I put this person, and we saw a documentary on it. He's bizarre, isn't he?
Very, very strange man. And I still think that he's, because he obviously grew up on this farm, and there's no way you can just say that he started kind of killing so kind of not later on in his life, but he was quite older when he started killing. There's no way from the person that he is and ended up doing that he did not kind of kill people and probably bury him on his family farm. So
yeah,
it's just
Listen,
I went to go and see where the house used to be when I first started dating Matt. Romantic little trip away. We were
fancy going to see a murderer's house.
We went to Gloucester, and I was like, "Oh, can you take me to Cromwell Road?" And he was like, "Yeah, okay, or Cromwell Street." And we went down there, and obviously the house isn't there anymore. It's this walkway. But I was sat I didn't get out. I was sat in the car, but just the feel of it was really just not good. I can't explain it other than that it was just you knew what had happened there, and it was maybe that playing on your mind, but it's just the feel of it was just dank. It was not good.
Gave you the heat.
It did, big time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we always go off on a tangent, don't we? But
sorry.
It's just where we are. So yeah, these are the sorts of things that we want to get into. So yeah, if there's any suggestions or any recommendations, then please do say, because then we can get involved and have a look, mess up our Google search history, get some questions going. You know, it's no good anyway. Do you know, what's the weirdest things you've ever Googled? I'm pretty sure that mine is, why can some crabs breathe in water and some out of water?
Can I ask what made you Google?
I don't know.
A thing?
I think it was in the middle of the night as well, and I was like, that's why? How can they be in the water and then why are there some that can be in the water and then some that are just chilling outside the water? It can't be both. I know that turtles can do it, but they swim up, don't they? And dolphins and stuff. But crabs. But apparently there's 2 different types of crabs. like different types of crabs. So some just stay in the water, and some sort of stay near the shore and just sort of pop out, have a breath, and then dip back in. Yeah.
Fantastic.
What about you?
So I can follow that, to be honest. I mean, if you didn't know that now, ladies and gents, then you do. And a little bit of a delve into the workings of Lindsay's mind. It's quite terrifying.
If you need to know something, you just got to know the answer, haven't you?
Well, 2 a.m. kind of like Google. That's me at 2 a.m. reading autopsy reports.
Yeah.
I need to get a life.
No, this is fun. This is interesting.
But I think the weirdest thing I Googled, I honestly couldn't tell you because they're all
that many
macabre. Yeah, like I think I Googled the other day, because I was watching stuff about this David murder. Have you seen stuff about this?
No. Did you message me about it? I think you did.
I think I probably did. This rapper who's kind of been accused of quite horrendous crime of murdering his 14-year-old girlfriend. Bearing in mind this is America and that's not, anywhere there's the legal age of consent.
Questionable.
Yeah, very questionable. And she was found dismembered and decomposing in his Tesla, which was impounded or something. It got taken away. He went on tour and her body got found in this Tesla. So all this kind of stuff now. I mean, this has been going on since last year.
Is he like a well-known? I've never heard of him, but is he like a well-known?
Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of him. I don't know his music.
What's his name? Hang on, I'm going to get on Google.
David, but it's kind of like D4VD, I think. It's a weird way to say it.
Oh, okay.
But he's finally been arrested, surprisingly enough, for the murder, and he's going to go to trial because he's pleading not guilty and all that kind of stuff. But I was quite intrigued about her remains. I don't know how to say this without sounding like a dead geen. I'm sorry. But I Googled at what week after death would you float?
Yeah, I want to know like the stages.
Yeah.
I find it fascinating. Maybe it's like for our own, I don't know,
morbid
reassurance. I don't know. What people have to understand is that we have seen loads of dead bodies. Like, loads. I couldn't tell you. So
we're not killers. We're not serial killers.
No, we look after them at the end of their life. We're not murderers.
Yeah.
We cared for them when they were passing away. So I think it doesn't gross us out, does it?
No.
We're just sort of quite clinical about it, whereas some people sort of get quite emotional maybe or upset about it. But we can I think we can detach ourselves from the emotional side and to the clinical side. So there's
like it is kind of like you see it as the last little bit of care that you would give to your patient. That was why we always kind of looked at it. But yeah, we have seen our fair share. So I don't think anything really phases us anymore. But to be honest, like some of the true crime cases that I so want to bring to this podcast is like really horribly.
Well, I'm excited because I think that's what we should do. We should both find a case that we like, and then you'll probably have heard all the cases that I'm going to show you, but we can discuss it. We'll do a bit of research and then offer the facts, and then we can have a chit chat about it. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
And again, if anyone has a favourite serial killer or a favourite murderer they want us to
anyone's
talk about,
a fan of a particular murderer.
Not Ted Bundy.
Not Ted Bundy. Not that bastard.
He's done to death. I'm sick of the sight of him. Fuck off, Ted. See you later.
Yeah. Slag. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk to you about whatever.
Whatever.
Sorry, I didn't. Ted, did we offend you? Apologies. Sorry. I want to start. We can talk about different films that we've watched recently. I've watched quite a few, but I wanted to do the classics, and then we can go on to books because we've got many a book that we want to discuss. Those are the books. Natalie is a book slut. She loves it.
Look, you cannot pry a book out of my... You will have to pry a book.
But you are a physical book holder. I am a Kindle bitch. I can't be doing with... Yeah, but I can't be doing with all the books everywhere. I've got nowhere to... I have, but I just don't want to have to store them. They just... I read at night when Matt's asleep, and then I'd have to have a light on, and I can't be doing that.
Look at this ensemble.
I do love the
Stunning.
smell of a book, though.
Oh, don't
Sniff a
don't throw any of
page.
the good stuff. I would be arrested for going into a Waterstones and sniffing the house
Just sniffing.
out of this book. There's nothing like
Love
it.
a fresh
There is
book.
nothing like it.
Mm.
I just something oldie worldy about having a book in your hands and flipping through the pages, and it's quite satisfying for me to kind of finish.
When
a
you can
physical
physically
book.
see like where you are in the book as well, that's quite satisfying.
Oh, I like that. I like looking at the top and being like, where am I?
Oh, I've read all of that.
Exactly. See?
Whereas I have to have
nice,
like
right?
the little percentage thing to say, you are this far into it.
But, you know, I like the fact that you're a Kindle reader and I'm a physical book reader.
I told you to read Throne of Glass. Have you started it yet?
No, I haven't started it
No,
yet.
don't. I'm tandem reading.
Yeah.
I don't know if you just don't tandem read.
Don't
it's
even
really,
go there.
It's put me in a proper like reader's block because I can't be asked to be going back and forth. I know people say it's like a good way of reading it, but doing this bloody text because you're like, oh, I've got to stop now, and then which chapter have I got to go to now? And then you go back to the next book. It's hard work. My brain can't compute. I wish I just read the book separately.
It might be a bit harder for you being a Kindle reader, apart from like anyone else is probably doing it. Like they just pick up the physical copy, but even then, like you have to kind of.
People go through and like mark the chapters so they go back and forth. I mean, who can be arsed? I can't be bothered. No. I mean, if you're down for that, then like good for you. I can't be arsed. I'm looking forward to finishing this tandem read, and then I can go on to the last one.
You should never be looking forward to finishing the book.
And it's ruined the story for me. So, because it's Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn, and Tower of Dawn is a bit like slow. Empire of Storms is cracking. So I'm kind of like, you know, when you get disappointed that you've got to go back to Tower of Dawn and be like, oh, I've got to listen to him again, bloody moaning. So I just want to get it done. That's why they say I know, it's like, stop going on, bloody moaning. So I just want to get to Kingdom of Ash and then I can read that. And then we can look forward to the new ACOTAR book that's coming out later on. So we will be covering that. We are here for it. Sorry if you don't like it. We will be talking about it.
Sorry, not sorry. ACOTAR, the discussion is happening.
Cassian is our guy. We love him.
Cassian, please use me as a footstool any day of the week.
Look, I'll be Cassian's pen pal.
Yes, please. We had a discussion not long ago because Lindsay, thank God, powered me through getting through ACOTAR.
You were like, I've tried, and I'm like, no, you have to persevere because the first bit, you're like, what in the fresh hell is going on here?
The fuck is going on? I just was sick of Tamlin. I was sick of Lucius. I was sick of Feyre. Just having breakfast constantly was pissing me off. Like in the first half of the book, they just like sat down.
Oh, did yours say reconnecting?
No, mine is fine.
Mine does.
Honestly, we're not in tandem anymore.
Is it?
I think it's Muggle. Oh! All by myself. Don't wanna be on myself anymore. You can put some lifting on. No, where is it? Hello.
What was that about?
She's back in the room.
Sorry, guys. I apologise for that. We had a minor technical difficulty, but we're back. It was just saving what we were chatting about, but we're back.
It did save, yes.
Apparently so.
Oh, thank God for that.
So what were you saying?
We're talking about ACOTAR.
Oh yes, that was it. I'm excited.
It will be good. It will be good because I think it was really hard to get through the first, and then you were like, "No,
go,
do it. You can do it." The second half of ACOTAR gets juicy. Oh, did it get juicy when Rysand came into fruition? Dear God,
choking on my drink. Yeah.
You okay?
The first book, it's like it's setting up the world, so it is a bit of a, you know. And then the next couple of books, you're like that. These are banging.
And I wasn't a Nesta fan. Excuse me. Nesta could feck off, but
yeah, at the beginning, but then she redeems herself, doesn't she? A little bit.
Silver Flames.
I'm like, you're
so
like,
good.
Cassian, choose me,
Yeah.
not her.
She doesn't have
moaning. I mean, I
Oh,
literally can't say anything. I'll probably moan as much as Nesta, but it's fine. You got to do what you got to do to get through, you know?
It is what it is. So yes, there will be lots of book talk. Absolutely, that's what we're here for. What's your current read? Oh, you're reading the Tandem.
Tandem reading it. I need to just do it, get it through, get it done.
You got it. You could do
But then
this.
there's other things like other podcasts that you can recommend. There's quite a few that we follow. YouTubers, anything that we watch on YouTube. Because I watched as well something really bad's about to happen or something on Netflix.
Oh, is that any good?
Well, I thought it would be a bit more in-depth. It's an easy watch. It's like, you know, and it's not as scary as I thought it was going to be. But
what is? Can you give it a little premise?
So it's about. Yeah, I'll try not to. But like, basically, there's a family. Well, there's a girl that's been a part of a family. Sorry. That for generations they've apparently been cursed. And it's to do with whether they're going to marry their soulmate. And she's engaged. And basically, the whole story is about whether this guy is her soulmate, and she has to decide whether she truly believes that he is or not. And if he's not, then there could be dire consequences for her or her fiance's family. Yeah. But the ending was good in a way that it sort of potentially could lead to other seasons or other things. There was a bit of a twist, and I was like, oh, okay. But I did think it was going to be a bit more, you know, grittier. I don't know. And then I watched.
That's the whole thing when they go too much in the trailers, and then
I thought it was going to be scarier. I mean, to be fair, I did have some of the kids sitting with me, and they were like, okay, like they weren't bothered. So that's kind of my gauge. I'm like, would I let them watch this? I'm like, yeah, probably. Like they watched Stranger Things and they weren't bothered. So
Strange Things.
Oh, you need to persevere. At the beginning, you're a bit like strange because I tried it initially first time, and I was like, and then you do really get into it. I insist. I insist. So yeah, there's lots of things that we want to look at. I watched. What did I say I watched last night? I watched Frankenstein the other day, and then I watched Dracula. Yeah, it was good. It was, like you said, it's a bit camp, isn't it? And why did they give him the weird hair? I didn't get it. What?
So he goes through different phases of different weird hairs.
I know, but like.
So for reference, listeners, we are talking about the new Dracula.
Yeah, sorry.
Love Tale.
Love Tale.
Was released last year. It's kind of an indie film, like they released in Europe, but it just blew up on TikTok because people were doing these absolutely wonderful kind of reels where, Vlad and Mia kind of meet, and he realizes that she's his long lost love or his true love, and it was just so good. I ate that shit up on TikTok, let me tell you. But Lynn's obviously watched it last night, and no one else has watched it apart from me and like in my life, so I'm really kind of keen.
I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it.
Oh, quite good.
But it was just the hair. I was like, dude, what? Like,
what
make it look spooky. It's like the big bouffant thing that he had when they look at him and he's like clearly 400 years old. Like, what?
Oh, yeah,
what? Why?
I think that was a bit of a homage to the wonderful Gary Oldman who played Dracula in
yeah.
But I think he has that kind of weird kind of updo.
And then at the end, I'm like, just leave them alone. They love each other. Just let them just be. You know, I know he killed loads of people. But I get it. Is Count Dracula is what he's going to do. He's a vampire. That's what happens.
Stuck in my neck any day.
Yeah. So yeah, there's going to be many films. I'm going to make it my mission to just sort of chip away through certain things. I watched Sleepy Hollow the other day. I'm like, this is classic 90s. It's brilliant. And I'm like, actually, like, this is what like horror, like classic horror should be, because it was just like the atmosphere. I was like, this is what Halloween is, isn't it? It's just perfect. Halloween.
It probably wouldn't be as influential if it wasn't Danny Elfman doing the score of it.
Yeah.
Because any Danny Elfman like scored film is on my list of favourites. Beetlejuice, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well,
Like it's just
Sleepy Hollow was Tim Burton, wasn't it?
Tim Burton
I mean, it
and
had
Danny
to be
Elfman.
because it had Johnny Depp.
Oh dear God, I would spread that guy in a cracker in Sleepy Hollow. Johnny Depp is the ultimate in Sleepy Hollow. He's so good, and just the Headless Horseman, and just like again, like I think
It's like classic
the
story,
whole
though.
kind of yeah, massively. But it comes from legend. So obviously
Yeah.
there is a legend of the Headless Horseman in Sleepy Hollow, and that's in America.
Yeah,
Just another
that's
place
on
we
the
want to
list.
visit.
I really would like to go there
On
as
the
well.
list.
I've seen some videos
Yeah.
on that.
It looks incredible, but just the whole kind of, the whole of that kind of aesthetic, like Salem, Massachusetts is on mine and Lindsay's top #1 bucket list kind of place to go, clearly.
Definitely.
But it's the buildings, it's the atmosphere, like it's just so, it's so good.
I think as well, because the stuff we see, I know that like we probably get a lot of Americans that come over here and they're like, wow, like the architecture and everything, but we kind of get used to it, and I know we shouldn't, but it's the things that we see every day, whereas over there it's a different sort of version of what we imagine with like,
yeah, definitely,
not horror, but like any sort of folklore, or the whole stories about the witches is just, I find fascinating. Because we've got them here, isn't it? The Pendle witch trials that we had.
Yeah. So next, I think we kind of agreed that the next episode is going to be based on witches. Why not? Because we are such a witch. Like, we are witches. We witch based. We love anything witchy. So yeah, there was Pendle Hill. There was a lot of. I mean, it was everywhere, to be honest. The whole kind of witch hunt of like the 16th and 15th, 14th, 13th, it all went on for so long. Just people not being able to be themselves. And
yeah, I think we should do a proper deep dive into that and see what went on near us, and then we perhaps could compare it to what went on over there. Be very interesting.
Really good idea. I've already kind of got some information down about things that I was interested in relation to witches, which is like Witchfinder Generals, which I it's an elite name. Like, come on,
I mean,
but they
very
were
good.
some of the biggest bastards ever to grace the planet. So thank you very much for that. But like we'll get into it. But yeah, I can't.
We'll deep dive it. We'll have a full ep on that. Witchy shit. So yeah, I hope everyone really enjoyed our little chit chat and all the things that we've been. I mean, it's a bit of an introduction about the things that we like, the things we want to talk about, and then we'll get focused and we'll start covering some like hot topics. But like I said, any suggestions, please do say, and we'll get busy and do some research.
Thank you to anyone who's followed us on Instagram, and I mean, amazing considering that we haven't put anything out.
We literally did nothing. We were like, we need to record something now.
They saw a good thing. They saw a good thing, and they
were like, they knew that we would like, it'd be a good chat. It's basically a podcast of me and Natalie talking like we would normally talk day to day.
Probably kind of cut down in the words, swearing.
Oh yeah, I think we've been quite well behaved, but I mean, once we get more comfortable, I feel that anything could happen. I apologise in advance. I'm a classic oversharer. You will know a lot about me.
I think there's not a lot about each other's lives that we don't know about. I mean, we tell each other when we're going for a poo and all that kind of stuff. Literally.
Poo chat. Have you had one today? Because I have.
No, not yet.
I send you good poo vibes, and I hope this happens for you today.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. Thank you. That's probably why my voice was sweaty.
Do you know what you need to do? You need to do what I do and just shave everything. Just be smooth. It'll slip right out.
I don't understand why you've shaved everything.
I don't know. I panicked. I wanted to be prepared. I was washing my hair. I was like, I may as well just, I had an everything shower. I did everything. Literally.
The last one.
Everything. I had to get my winter fuzz off.
Oh.
I've been in hibernation.
Matt, you lucky man.
I mean, to be honest, it's like a repellent. Otherwise, it'd just be constant. So.
And on that note.
Yeah. We wish you well.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Are we going to do our
And we need to say, and stay spooky, darlings.
Stay spooky, darling?
Stay spooky, darling.